so this is a primer on how to use the colorimeter on the laptops. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3 parts, 2 cuvettes, the Passport colorimeter, and the Passport USB link. Attach the colorimeter to the USB link first, and attach the USB to the front right on the laptop. Attach the USB to the front right one. They are on the right side. Don't get too confused because there's two green lights here. The green light comes on to the Passport USB link to say that it is attached appropriately. And then wait, and you will get the Passport window to open up. All right. If it doesn't open up, if the window doesn't open up automatically, take this one out, wait a few seconds, plug it back in. It should open automatically, the Passport portal. It's going to have to be. So this window should open up on your computer. If it doesn't, unplug it, plug it back in, keep your fingers crossed. You are going to go to the middle icon, which is the Launch Data Studio icon. Just keep telling it yes for all these little pop-ups. Yes, yes, okay. Now, get rid of that. Close that out. Go to the left-hand column where it says 314 digits. Double-click on it. You want it to be the 660, so click OK. Make sure it says 660 in your window. This is where you're going to read your absorbances. So your computer is technically set up. Now, we're going back to the colorimeter, the actual colorimeter. You've got 2 cuvettes. I'm going to fill one with distilled water, and I'm going to zero my colorimeter. Fill it up with distilled water, put the cap back on it, wipe it off with your coat or something, get your fingerprints off the cuvette. Now, this is really important. You're only going to calibrate the colorimeter once with distilled water. Open the lid of the colorimeter. Put your cuvette filled with distilled water into the colorimeter. Snap the lid closed. Right here is a green button. Press it once and a light comes on. Watch it. Wait for the light to turn off. Your light is off, so your colorimeter is calibrated. Check, just check your work. Go to the laptop, hit start. Distilled water should have a 0 absorbance. If you calibrated it correctly, you will have a reading of 0 on your window at 660 nanometers. Bam, I have calibrated it correct. Once you have calibrated your colorimeter, you are not touching this button ever again. You are not touching your cuvette full of distilled water ever again. With the second cuvette, you are going to put your stock into the cuvette. Just pour a little in, swirl it around, rinse it in, dump that, pour some of your stock into the cuvette, put the cap on the cuvette, wipe your fingerprints off. I'm going to use my lab coat. There are tissues. Put the cuvette in the colorimeter. Shut the lid. Do not touch that green button. It is only for calibration. Don't touch it. Go to your computer. Hit the start. There's the absorbance for my stock. Hit stop. 0.270. Absorbance has no units. Write that down in your data. Take your cuvette out. Dump it down the sink. Do the same thing for your dilutions and your unknown.